This is the Pet Buzz.
This is the Pet Buzz.
And here's the Dynamic Pet Duo.
So in segment number 1, Friday, January 22nd is National Answer Your Cat's Question Day. Certified cat behaviorist Beth Adelman is back asking your cat's most popular questions. Thanks for joining us today, Beth.
Oh, it's so nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
So I'm going to ask you the first question. Why should you sit down or take time on National Answer Your Cat Question Day and think about the questions your cat would be asking you?
Listen, it's really hard for us to live with each other, and we're the same species. How much harder?
Especially during the pandemic when we're stuck together all the time. Wait, I want a high five for that, Dr. Fleck. High five. We can't even figure out where we're going to go for my birthday. So,
it's even harder for beings of different species to live together, and taking a moment to stop and say, "Hey, honey, what's up?" is even more important for your cat than it is for your significant other.
This sassy Beth. This sassy Beth is funnier than regular Beth.
Beth doesn't sound like she's been cooped up too long, does she?
But you know what they say? When you change your hair, you change your hair or you change your attitude. Okay. I think that's pretty cool. Okay.
Okay, I got a question.
You have a question?
I got a question from Hayden of Bradenton, Florida.
I wonder who he knows.
I wonder who he does. He meows, "I love you, but why can't you tell me when I'm tired of your petting and cuddling me and doing that all the time?"
Yeah, cats, they go from like, "I love you" to, in a nanosecond. And we need to pay attention because there's always a warning sign. We think they're biting without warning, but it's not the case. There's always a warning sign. There's a little change in body language or a little vocalization. Often it's very small. There's like a ripple on the skin by the shoulder, or the tail twitch, or the whiskers come forward. That's one we don't see a lot. Or the ears change direction. And when you see that, it's time to just take your hands away. The cats have had enough.
Stop in the name of love.
Exactly.
Okay, so go ahead. You had another question.
And by the way, I can identify with that when we're examining cats in the exam room. Oh my gosh, the unpredictability there really is challenging too. So, Lucky Felix of Brooklyn writes, "I grew up in the streets. Why don't you just let me go outside, even just for a little bit?"
Hey, Felix, I live in Brooklyn as well, and those streets are tough, let me tell you. So, you don't go out in the street because it's full of cars and it's full of people who are throwing things at you and broken glass and poison things in the garbage and all that. If you want to go outside, you need to stay in your backyard, and that means that your mom and dad need to set up that backyard so you stay in there so tough cats don't come in to get at you and you don't go out to get into trouble.
I think that's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with outdoor exercise as long as it's confined. I mean, Hayden goes in our backyard and he has definite confines and he's under supervision.
Mm-hmm.
And, he doesn't leave the yard.
He's afraid to.
He's just, he's a wuss. He's a retired show cat with numerous trophies and ribbons. So, I mean, even though it was a long time ago, but he's like, "I am too fluffy to be socializing, fraternizing with Bradenton street urchins." Okay. I love this one. Minnesota Fats. Guess where he's from? Minnesota.
Okay.
He pens this question for you. "Beth, why do I need a diet? I enjoy eating. Why reduce my intake and substitute that low-calorie rabbit food?"
Well, Minnesota Fats, that the best diet for cats is actually paleo. So that's high protein, low carb. And yeah, you got to have that really good diet. You got to be a svelte and gorgeous feline body weight, because if you don't, you are predisposed to things like arthritis and diabetes and other health problems that are going to prevent you from jumping up on the couch, which I know you want to do.
Right. So Minnesota Fats, it's time for you to slim down, baby. Right? Okay.
Okay, I got Charlie Girl. Charlie Girl, he's asking a question.
I think Charlie Girl is a girl.
Well,
Okay, because the girl is slang.
well, I'm trying to girl like
Oh
the
no,
girl.
it's not Growl. It's Charlie Girl.
Oh, Charlie
So
Girl.
this cat is owned by a hipster.
Okay. So anyway, Charlie, he wants to know why we throw away all those wonderful Amazon boxes when he can just sit there and play with them.
And she's absolutely right. You should keep the boxes, but anytime you get something in a box, the box is the best part. It's the best part. Cats are absolutely right.
It's free. It's the best free pet toy, right? Cat.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, and during the pandemic, especially, we're getting all this stuff delivered. I save all the boxes. They sit around for about a week, and then I break them down and put them in my recycling room. But stick around for a week. It's a new toy. It's a great thing. Even better, throw a handful of crumpled up paper in the box, and then a handful of treats. Whoa, there we are, heaven.
Oh, hey. And that's all the stuff you have at home, right? It's like that new book, Small Batch Baking. It's everything you have at home, right?
Yep.
Okay. Lastly, how can we celebrate National Cat Answer? Wait, lastly, how can we celebrate National Cat Answer Your Questions Day? Or how can our listening audience celebrate National Cat Answer Your Questions Day?
Well, two ways. The first is to really spend some time watching your cat, really get to know your cat, their individual body language, their individual meows, really get to know them. Where do they like to hang out? What are they telling you? What do they like to do? And then the other thing I would suggest is read a book or listen to a podcast, try to learn something new about cats. This is a good day to just make an effort to learn one new thing about cats so that you and your cats can understand each other better.
I think that's great advice from sassy Beth Adelman, certified cat behavior.
Yeah, I'm still just thinking about the boxes. It reminds me with kids, your new kids, and you go out and buy wonderful things for Christmas. And what do they want to play with? The boxes. They don't want to play with the new toys.
I don't know about that. Do you, Beth? Because I don't have kids.
I got to say, one of my greatest childhood memories is when we got a new refrigerator and it came in a box. And my brother and I camped out in the refrigerator box in the backyard for 2 weeks.
Amen. You got it.
Wow.
You got it. Hey, Beth, thanks for joining us today and answering all of our feline listening audience questions. But if you have any more cat questions for Beth, please write to us at team@thepetbuzz.com and include your name, your cat's name, and send us a pet picture.
Yeah, a pet pic.
But don't forget to include your cat's questions too, and we'll make sure that we provide you with an answer on the upcoming shows.
Yeah.
I
hope she writes as sassy as she was on today's interview call.
Yeah, she needs to get out, doesn't she?
Well, no, she's you know what? So that's the one thing I don't have to worry about. She has lots and lots of stuff to keep her busy.
Yeah.
She is not sitting around baking sourdough bread and cleaning out her closet. She probably did that like the first week of the pandemic. She's learning new things, including Swedish and everything else. Okay. Well, everyone, that was certified cat behaviorist Beth Adelman answering your cat's questions. I really did like that Minnesota Fats. That was a cute name. To learn more about Beth, visit Beth Adelman. That's BETHADELMAN.wixsite.
And Charlie Girl.
Okay. Let's get the BethAdelman.wixit.com.
Okay.
Up next, the Celebrity Pet Buzz and Flex Facts. You don't want to miss these. You gotta stay tuned. We'll be back in a buzzworthy minute.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Pet Buzz.